Big changes are coming to Iowa's 2020 caucuses. All right. Why the process could look very different next year in the key early voting state. The Iowa Democratic Party is preparing to implement the most sweeping and radical changes to its first-in-the-nation caucuses in 50 years, including potentially adopting online elements that could increase participation by upward of 100,000 voters. This, by the way, is what people are skeptical of, and reasonably so. This right here, online elements. We have spent many, many months and thousands of hours of conversations with a whole lot of different folks, blah, 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 blah. This is what we're going to do. All right, we're down to 3 choices. We're down to an absentee ballot system. We're down to a proxy system. We're down to a telecaucus system. I would venture to say we are even down to 2 potential solutions. Okay. So they haven't decided exactly which options to pursue, but here's some of the things that are going to go on. They're going to offer same-day registration to any voter willing to join the party, and an ability to remotely caucus will pose unprecedented outreach, organizing, and turnout possibilities. And they're saying that we think this is realistic. The changes coming to Iowa's will be the first in over half a century. Now, here's the Achilles heel. So first of all, obviously, making voting easier is a great thing. I mean, they go out of their way to suppress the vote. They try to make it as difficult as they can. I'm supportive of anything that makes voting easier. Same-day registration, I'm all for it. Mail-ins, I'm all for it. Absentees, making it as easy as possible, I'm all for it. What I'm not for is taking on different elements that open up the door to shenanigans. That's what I'm not for, and that's why a lot of people are concerned about all the changes that are taking place, namely this online thing. The biggest challenge is not what will likely draw the early headlines, that Iowa likely will be conducting online voting in 2020 caucuses. And, I hate to say it because it's bad for the environment, but we got to go to paper ballots until we can figure out something more secure. That's just it. Right now, unfortunately, traceable paper ballots is the best we got. I know that people are experimenting with different types of blockchain things and different types of very transparent, secure methods, but I don't think this online voting system is going to be it right away in 2020. So this is a concern. Nor will it concern what online technology, vendor security, and authentication will be used. So the article points that out as well. Instead, the party will have to create a counting process where the votes coming into its 1,679 caucus sites are electronically tabulated in an open and coordinated fashion with each round of voting in the caucus sites. Under Iowa's caucus rules, presidential candidates with less than 15% of the votes are excluded from subsequent voting rounds. The caucus ends when all the remaining contenders are above that threshold. So in late December, the Democratic Party released their 2020 delegate selection rules to encourage greater participation. The guidelines came after the 2-year unity reform process triggered by the 2016 election, the primary race between Hillary and Bernie. For caucuses, the rules require voting by mail and are online voters who are not physically present. The rules also require same-day registration. So again, some of these I think are good things, but then some of these raise concerns that there's going to be some shenanigans. And online voting is one of those concerns. I think in many ways online voting kind of opens the door for corruption, not from voters themselves, but from the gatekeepers. So that's the early concern here, and it is a valid one. And, we're still waiting to know more about the process, but it doesn't look like it's kind of a new, tried and true, secure thing. So we got to go paper ballots. I'm all about same-day registration. I'm all about whatever it takes to make voting easier, but not at the cost of further tarnishing our already grossly tarnished elections. I mean, hell, sometimes even paper ballots get illegally destroyed. So, our election system is very corrupt. So anything that would further corrupt it ain't a good thing. And right now, we do not have enough security in online voting, at least based on every analysis I've seen. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your news